Well guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute, it's been a while. I haven't done a video in ages, just been super busy with the family, and the year has just been one of those where you wish everything would just get over and done with so we can start the season next year. So we are here with the 375H&H Zastava. This is one where you guys were asking more about. I did the unveiling of it, shooting it with the express sights at the range, and I did the walk and stalk warthog where I got to shoot myself my first warthog and have my first hunt with 375. So this is one where you guys were asking more about it. I think a lot of guys want to know more about the rifle, what it's like, is it worth buying, because it is an inexpensive rifle. Yeah, especially in South Africa, when you work out what you can pay for 375 H&H's or any other caliber rifle. So this is just all based on my personal opinion, guys. It's not based on anything else. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, but the reason why I went and bought the 375 H&H was that I actually have a 270 that has a bent barrel that I wanted to convert into a 375 Ruger, but because of the law in South Africa, it's a pain in the butt trying to get the rifle barrel trashed and relicense it and find a gunsmith willing to help you put it together, and it just became a bit of a nightmare. And this 375 H&H came up for grabs, brand new out the box at one of our co-ops. Had a look at it and I thought, well, this is definitely something that'll work for me, as I'm familiar with the Mauser action, my 270, my 30-06. Most of my rifles, I was brought up with the K98 Mauser, the old school one, but this is very much the same as that. It's a rough, hard action. You got to work the bolts. So yes, definitely was something that I was accustomed to and happy hunting with that big extractor claw on. For a dangerous game rifle, guys, you're wanting something with a control round feed so you don't double up when you're in a tricky situation. And it ticked all the boxes. The price ticked the box. I think, if I'm not mistaken, guys, I paid 18,000 Rand for this, which in the grand scheme of things, a brand new rifle, it's not a lot of money. So the things that I found with this rifle is that it's super light. Out the box, for me, I've got my 30-06, which is custom built to me. My 270 is the same. I changed a lot of things on there, triggers, stocks, everything to make the rifles fit me comfortably and shoot really well. And for a dangerous game rifle, this is what it's going to be used for. You need the same thing. For safety wise, it's got to fit you. And from day one out the box, I just couldn't shoulder this thing properly. It just didn't feel right. It wasn't comfortable. I couldn't quite put my money on it, where the length of pull was too long or the length of pull was too short. I just felt a bit loose when I had the rifle in my hands. But saying all of that, we shot at the range, shot really well. A client left me those dangerous game series Hornady rounds, the 270 grain ones, and then I built a couple of 300 grain loads for these Nosdas. Shot with both of them. They grouped really well for shooting open sight, not knowing the rifle. Quite a big recoil because this thing is light. Unfortunately, guys, I haven't weighed it. Hopefully I'll get time to weigh it for you guys and put it out there. But it is super light. For big caliber, you would expect it to have a bit more weight to it. My 30-06 is heavier than this. My 270 is heavier than this. So gives you a good idea. But one of the biggest things that I did, which really improved my shooting with this, and I haven't done a lot of shooting with it, guys. I've probably fired 40 to 50 rounds in the little hunt that I did, and most of it at the range, was I went onto Temu and I bought the cheapest slide over recoil pad, and I stuck that on, just to try it out. And believe me, that has made the difference between the fit, the comfort, and the recoil. At the range prior, I'd get away with about 6-7 shots maybe, and then I started feeling it. Then you know, anticipating the shot. But after placing this on it, you'll see in the videos, I did quite a lot of shooting. I shot about 20 rounds that day. The next day, I was super comfortable, no bruising, no nothing. That made a big difference. Obviously, I will look at something in the future to fit here, which is a premium brand. But for now, this good old cheapie from Temu made the world of difference. So super excited about that. And the other thing that got me really excited was, and also something that I maybe cheaped out on a bit, this is called Vector Optics Red Dot Sight. It's 1-18. It's a product of Vector Optics, which are really good. I bought this after chatting to quite a few professional hunters that run a red dot similar to this. I'm not saying this red dot, but similar, the RMR platform. They've used them on their doubles. And I thought, okay, well, the reason for this rifle, this purchase, is for my backup rifle. I need to be 100% accurate in a tricky situation. I need to pick up, have the, you know, beads. And a lot of the times you are in low light places, you're in the thicker stuff, and the red dot on its brightness, on the brightest setting, would probably be ideal. It picks up super quickly. So I went for this option. Instead of a smaller scope, you know, low magnification scope, this is set up for backup. That's what it was purchased for, until such time I build myself a 458 Win Mag, which is my personal preference for backup, and I will build myself a custom one using same or similar action. So it would be very much similar to this, but obviously I'd make it slightly shorter, custom the stock. But for now, we're talking about the Zastava and the upgrades. So this particular red dot, super simple to set up. I put it on, we went to the shooting range. I bore sighted it quickly. I fired 4 shots, and I couldn't believe the first 4 shots that I fired, I shot through the exact same hole. And that was with my reloaded 300 grain ammo. Super impressed. Adjusted, went a little bit too far to the left, fired a single shot, realized, okay, I'd gone too far left, adjusted it back accordingly, and then I punched another 4 shots through the exact same hole again with this red dot. Guys, I cannot say it more, this thing is accurate. Whether it's going to last long enough, whether it's going to cope in the South African bush, whether it's going to, that is still to be determined. But on accuracy and on the most simple way of setting something up, this thing was super easy, and I'm super impressed. Looking forward to hunting with it, shooting a few animals, and then doing our first big hunt next year. We got 2 buffalo hunts coming up, or 2 hunters coming at once, so it's going to be a double up buff hunt, and that is what we are getting prepared for 2025. So super excited about that. And you'll see in the videos I'll post here is I did a bit of rapid shooting, just getting the feel. And the best thing about hunting or shooting, you need to practice to make yourself really comfortable, really good at what you do with the tools you have. So after I had zeroed this, we threw up some rocks, and I took some cow pats, stuck them on the ground in front of the rocks, the one at a cow pat and rock, and I practiced some rapid fire. I did rapid fire, 3 shots, shooting at the target, and then we did the rapid fire where I shot the targets, kind of like placed them out to my left. So I engaged the target, I engaged the stone, and then I engaged the cow pat, and just getting used to running that bolt. I know I dropped the butt out of my shoulder. I had a lot of guys giving me comments about that on Instagram, but it's all comes with practice. I'll go back to the range, work on that, keep the butt in my shoulder, run the bolt as fast as I can. Even though I did drop the butt from my shoulder, we still did it in around 7 seconds, so which is perfectly, you know, within the time frame that they give you at your PH school for shooting your dangerous game targets. So that is super excited. I'm super excited about doing, you know, a lot more hunting with this. The one thing I can tell you guys off the bat, the trigger has been excellent on this rifle, so I don't have to fiddle with that. It's got a really nice pull on it. The action, you guys would have noticed in the, you know, unveiling of it, I short stroked it. It is a magnum length action, so getting a bit used to that, but I did find the action very rough, being a brand new rifle out the box. After firing about, I think I'm between 40 and 50 rounds through it now, working the bolt, big difference. It has got a lot smoother, it's not as rough. It needs a good clean now because it's been to the range and stuff, and it needs to, you know, have that action worked a bit more. But I'm guessing after a few more rounds down the barrel, if I get to about 100, it's going to be super slick and super smooth. So super excited for 2025 and taking this out on its first buff hunt. If you are enjoying these videos, hit the like and subscribe button, drop a comment below and let us know what you would be interested in seeing in the future. So till later guys, cheers.